Welcome back to UAV drone design. In the last tutorial we created these mechanical housings that moves the flaps up and down. In this tutorial we're going to work on these parts here. There's two ways we can approach this, either just an extruded body, but we're going to do a loft on this one. We're going to create sketch the bottom portion, and then we're probably going to project our curve onto the body itself and then loft it together on both sides. So let's create that. I think we have to do one by one. So let's go back to SolidWorks, and then we're going to use this plane. It's right underneath the body which we need. So we're going to draw on this plane. And let's flip over so we can see things. So the first sketch that we're going to do is going to be a spline. Okay, and then first we're going to create the one that we're going to project onto the body itself. So the first one, it will be somewhere about here, and exit this one, and let's come in here and manipulate the sketch, and just somewhere out here like that. Also, we don't want to make it too thick, so let's create quickly a center line so we can mirror this entity over, and then create our mirror. Let's make sure that our points are connecting to each other, so our mirror will be good, and our shaded sketch. So let's create a mirror, and then we're going to mirror this entity over this line. So now if we move one entity, then the other one will move with it, so we can see exactly what we're looking for and what we want. So let's not make this too thick, something like that, and back here as well. Okay, for the top portion is going to be perfect. A little bit thinner, like that. Okay. And then we're going to press escape. Okay, and we're going to project this line. We're going to project this curve onto the plane. So let's select the sketch, and then with the face, and that's very good. Okay, that's good. And then now we have to make another sketch on this plane here. Let's flip it over, and then the bottom portion of our so let's create a center line based off of this center line here. If you can grab that point. Okay, so that's good. And then now we're gonna grab our spline, and it's going to stick out about that much, and we're going to trim it back. No, it's already going to be trimmed back because it's going to be a lofted surface. So let's create our spline about from here all the way up to about here, so we can put the rockets on there. Okay, exit that, and let's grab that spline and pull it out to our liking. It's not gonna be much thicker than the one that is already projected to the body, so we want to watch out for that. Okay, so let's create a center line here again. Actually, we can use that center line to mirror it over. So let's mirror this over this. Okay, so now if we grab this, we can further make adjustments to it. Yeah, so let's try to grab our control bars here. Just make it a little bit thicker in the ends. Pull it in a little bit more. I don't want to make it too thick. Something about there. So I'm going to press OK on that. Okay, so once we have these two defined, it's gonna come out something like that. To me, I think it's a bit gonna come out a bit too far. So let's have a look. It doesn't come out that far. So let's head back to the sketch and let's make some adjustment to it. So let's grab that point here, just pull it back about that much, and that's gonna be perfect. So let's have a look, and it's gonna come out like that to that point. So let's have a look at the sketch again. Let's have a look. I touched something here that we shouldn't. So let's come back with our spline. Comes out like about that much, but that way. Okay, that's good. Alright. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a 3D sketch. Let's have a look at our... Okay, so we're going to create a 3D sketch. It could be a line or could be a spline. So let's grab a spline. Unfortunately, I can't snap onto that one. Okay, let's exit this sketch actually. Let's exit the sketch and now go to 3D sketch, and let's see if this time we'll be able to snap onto it. Yes, we do. So let's snap onto this corner here and then this here. Okay, and then maybe we can add a little bit of profile to that. Let's go in here and we can pull it up or pull it down a little bit. I'm gonna make it in a little bit of this direction. That's fine. I'm gonna press OK on that, and let's have a look at our the rear one. Okay, so the rear one comes out about like that. Okay, so we need to grab another spline here, and let's try to snap onto this corner right in the edge. Okay, on the edge. Let's grab the spline again, and let's try to snap onto this corner and then this corner. Okay, and let's just grab in here and make sure that we are completely on target, and we are, because our relationships are showing. So let's OK on that, and let's just press spacebar on your keyboard, and that will bring you into this view, and we can create our shape. So our shape is going out in this direction, so our flaps can still come down and do its business, and that is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to press OK on that, but first let's have a look at our image. We're fairly close if you bring this in a little bit. So let's press OK on that. Let's have a look at what we got. Okay. So now let's go to our features, and let's do a loft boss base and see if we can grab our sketches. Unfortunately not in this way. So let's see what else can we do. Let's do a sweep boss base. So let's select our projected curve here. We won't be able to. Let's select this sketch, and for path let's select that sketch. And then for guide curves we're going to select this here. No, we can't. I can't that one as well. Okay, so there's one more thing we can try is we're going to create 3D sketches on this part here, and come back. So what we can do is go back to surfaces, and we need to create our loft from this sketch. So then we will be able to bring this up. So select OK on that, and now we can go back to loft and go to selection manager, select this edge and then this edge, and press OK. And now we can select that sketch, and now that gives us our shape. So for guide curves, let's choose the guide curve number 1 for this. Press OK. And guide curve number 2 on this. Press OK. And let's select check on that. And that's good. Now let's have a look at this body, if it's a solid body. It's actually created a surface for us. Let's see if we can make it into a solid body. So let's choose this face with this one. So we're going to keep this as a surface, and later on we will try to create it into a solid. Okay, so we got our first rocket mount, and then I'm going to do the same process on all 3 of them that is left to do, and I'll come back to you once it's done in the next tutorial. Okay, bye.